NFL fans, yep, you heard me. I said it. When is enough is enough? Today we're talking about fans have taken the obsession to a whole new level. And it's time that we discuss the madness in the NFL, guys. So buckle up because it's going to be a wild ride today, this week on Spittin Fire with Drago75. Here we go.
Welcome to Spittin Fire with Drago75, the podcast where we turn up the heat on current events and the hottest trends sizzling across social media. We're here to shoot from the hip and tackle the topics that matter. No filters. No apologies. From breaking news to viral sensations, we're diving deep into the conversations that everyone's buzzing about. So buckle up and get ready for some unfiltered discussions, a bit of adult language, and a whole lot of fire. Let's turn off the AC and get this fire started.
That's right, guys. Welcome back to another edition of Spittin Fire with Drago75. I'm your host, little old Drago75. And today we're diving into a topic that's been simmering for too long. NFL fans. I mean, is it Fanatic or a toxic relationship of being a fan? I don't know, man. I mean, it's a weird segment for this. A lot of people have asked me about this since the football season's just right out already done. Season's already over, but you got your playoffs and you got your Super Bowl coming up in a couple of weeks, or depending what day you hear this week or in the next month. But NFL fans have taken it so far, and congratulations to all the NFL teams that have made the playoffs. If your team didn't make it to the playoffs, well, all I can say is, yeah, maybe next year, guys. Maybe next year. But anyways, man, these fans, I mean, it's the rise of toxic fandomship, dude, and some of these fans that watch different teams, bro, these NFL teams. It's gotten to the point, I've seen stuff online where, that fans of the same team get into a fight, dude. And you know who you are. Dallas. I've seen so many videos of you guys beating the crap out of each other. You guys are on the same damn team. What the fuck? Really? I mean, let's kick it off with addressing the elephant in the room, man. Toxic fandom. NFL fans, have turned into a breed of their own, guys, and not in a good way. I mean, have you seen the comments on social media, bro? The social media wars against teams, fans from other teams of other fans, how bad it gets. People acting like they're fighting for their lives over a game played by millionaires, man. And we're making them more rich. It's okay to be a fan, I understand, but don't get over emotional about it. It's a football game. It's not like you're out there for 4 quarters, 15 minutes, I believe. They change it up on me so many times. 15 minutes per game, 14 minutes per game, 15 minutes per game. You're not out there bumping and bruising with these guys that are making millions also. Do you honestly think? I mean, I know some of them are deep thrilled. There's some are retiring. Some are just barely coming to the end. Those are the ones that are more into the game where they want to get their Super Bowl ring. Some are trying to come in early to get success. Some are leaving the industry before they leave, want to get success. The ones in the mediocre, it's a job. They're getting paid millions. They're getting paid for you to go out there and scream their name, wear their jersey, wear their emblem of their team. It's crazy. I mean, it's gone to the point where full-grown adults throw tantrums just because their team lose a game. I'm guilty of it. I'm one of them. I get pissed off. I don't throw a tantrum. I get pissed. But I don't throw like a fucking tantrum ranting online and saying shit that, that not many people are going to understand. Only the fans will understand. I mean, and what's with the threads? I mean, it's just a game, folks. I mean, you're not like I said before. You're not suiting up, and you're not on the field. You're not sitting out there with a coach with a with the coach calling plays. You're basically sitting on your fucking couch. You're sitting at the bar. You're probably sitting at home with some friends, eating a bag of chips. You know. I mean, what? I mean, honestly, guys. I mean, I'm pretty sure you got quite a few stories. Anybody has stories about what I'm talking about? I mean, what's the craziest thing you ever seen a fan do after a loss? If you're here listening to Spotify, there's a comment section below. Type down your story, and I'll see if I can get to it and bring it up on the next podcast. Share with us. Share your story with us, man. That'd be great. Or send it to our email to SF. That's Sam Frank SF.dragon75@gmail.com. Send a story of something that you was just out of their wits. That some of these fans just go mentally crazy for these things. Blind loyalty versus critical thinking. Now let's talk about blind loyalty. This is where a fan needs to step back, take a long, hard look in the mirror, and you're telling me that you can't criticize your team or your favorite player. Why not? Why not? Why can't you do it? Because you're a big fan. But there's other fans that that really downsize their player. They're so big on a player that comes into the league, and they're like, "Oh man, he's gonna be the best. We're gonna go to the Super Bowl. This guy's gonna take us." Some fan needs to understand that critical that doesn't really mean. I mean, being critical about your favorite team, doesn't mean that you're not a fan. It just means you care. It's like if your quarterback is throwing more interceptions than touchdowns. It's okay to say, hey, maybe he's not the right guy for the job. It's okay to say that. It's fine. But if you really believe in a player, you believe, you're a fan. You're a fan. You're rooting for the team. And this quarterback or this running back is fumbling the ball, throwing interceptions, can't catch a damn ball with if it's his life depending on it. It's, you got to understand that these guys are out there making millions. You're being a fan. You're a credentialed person you're not a really high priority to the team. You're a fan. You buy the merch. You follow the team, through year. There's some that have been die-hard loyal fans that go the year through, that have been through the wins, have been through the loss, and they learn to cope with it. But you got some of these players, some of these fans that are just like hardcore. But no, the thing is that instead, we have fans defending their players to the bitter end, acting like they're their personal friends of them, or it's delusional. It's delusional. I have people that give or take, that are like huge. For instance, let's go with Dallas. This is, I'm in Texas. Dallas is a very, very big impact. You know how hard these people love the Cowboys. And there's a lot of you that love the Texans here in the state of Texas. But the Cowboys is what they call America's team. People, America's team, the Cowboys, we've won 5 Super Bowls, and so what, and so on, whatnot. And, this and that, and we keep praying on that till the day we die. 5 Super Bowls, how many Super Bowls do you have? 5 Super Bowls. Bro, that's the past. We're talking about now. Get over it. I got people that are Bears fans. They go, well, Bears, we've got 1 Super Bowl. That was back in the 80s, man. Let it go. Move on. Come to the new. Bro, I've been a Viking fan for so many years, and we have yet to win one, but I keep following the team. I get upset. I get very pissed off at some of the players they pick. I'm pissed off that they shoot themselves in the foot every single time. But I don't lose it. I don't rant online about it. I rant to other Viking fans, I don't rant to somebody that's a Green Bay Packer fan. I don't rant to anyone that's a Chicago fan, get alone a Detroit fan. No. Why? I'd rather rant to somebody that likes to watch a team, who likes to discuss football, that understands the meaning of football, not somebody that says, "Oh, I'm a fan of the team. I've been a fan with them here," and they can't even name the quarterback in 1993, 92. Back in the 80s, they don't even know who the purple people eaters are. But yeah, they're a fan of the team. How can you rant about this team? Yeah, exactly. Doesn't really matter to me. It really doesn't matter to me. Exactly. My mixer pretty much said it right there. Exactly. Doesn't really matter to me, man. Because I mean, most of the stuff that we see is by social media, man. Social media influences us so much, and it makes it worse because we rant like crazy. People rant like their mama's dying, and for us to speak our delusional, is crazy because some fans speak to delusional into driving into their role of social media in shape of fan behavior. It's true. The media loves to stir the pot, and we fall for it. That creates narratives for their fans to launch into, to latch onto. You know what I mean? And that's often based on, then delusional things that they say to what rather than what the facts are. You know, if you don't understand what I'm talking about, it's like you think you know what you're talking about, but you really don't. It's an opinion. No, I'm not saying, well, your opinion doesn't really fucking matter. Yeah, it does matter. It does matter. I mean, take for instance the Tom Brady versus the World saga. I mean, we remember that, right? The GOAT. I hated to admit that he's the GOAT. The guy's a GOAT, man. I'm sorry. I not to say I hate the guy. I don't hate the guy. Hate the team that he played on because they constantly went every year in the past 2000s, in the 2000 through 2010 era, nonstop. It was ridiculous. Like, dude, come on. Give somebody a chance. Take a break, Are you kidding me? It was Tom Brady versus the World Saga. The media painting him out as the ultimate villain. They did. A lot of people didn't like him, just what I just was saying. And then suddenly half of the fan base, half of his own fan base, hated him for no reason. You can't just consume what the media says. And it's true if you don't look at the facts of the stuff that was going on in his life. The stuff where he got hurt for one whole season and the fans fucking hated him. Dude, he's human. Jesus Christ. Why would you start hating somebody just because media feeds it to you without questioning it? I mean, think about it. If you guys could think about a narrative that you believe that turned out of control, like bullshit, tell me about it. Comment down there. Let me know. I mean, it's true. You have so many different teams. I mean, the concept of it. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy because growing up through the years, living in Texas for so many years, being a Cowboy fan because my dad was a huge Cowboy fan, and I kind of lingered off. I started being an Order fan. If that just goes show you how old I am. A Houston Order fan. I mean, my dad was all hardcore Cowboy. This hardcore, but when I would see them watch the game, I would see the different person. What he changed. It's like his personality changed into a whole different other person. It wasn't my dad. It was somebody that was I guess he was like a coach out there trying to, throw out the next play and stuff. It was crazy to watch him do that. No, man, Cowboys ching. Nah, man, these guys fucking suck. Nah, man. No me tira, pato pendejo chamarrano. And I'm cursing in Spanish here and saying a bunch of Spanish, but it was just a lot of like bullshit and saying that, well, he did this or he did that, he shouldn't have done that. Why can't he throw the ball this way? Correle, get the hell out of there, run out of there, get out of the pocket. It's so easy for a fan to say that, but to be on the field, it's a whole different other perspective. Those of you that are hardcore fans, ladies, if you're a hardcore football fan, and some of you are, I know there's some of you out there that are hardcore to the max, and I'm pretty sure some of you know the rules. Some of you know the rules. but you have to be on the field. Be on the field. Not to say you never have. And if you have, then you understand. But you have to be on that field to see these 6'7", 6'8", 6'6", 200 to 300 pound monsters coming at you at least 20 to 15 miles per hour. And their one mission is to knock you the hell out. Trust me, you're going to throw an interception. Trust me, you're going to throw it away. Trust me, you ain't got time have to think on where you're going to, the open receiver or your open option running back is at. You're not. You're not. You can't sit there and tell me, well, yeah, if it was me, I'd do it. I know what to do. I would have thrown to that guy over there. Yeah, because you're getting the aspect of it from the top. You're getting a different view of the playing field. When you're a quarterback, and you say like you're an average 6'3", 6'2", these linemen are not 6'3", 6'2". Some of these linemen are 6'5", 6'6". And on top of that, they're about 300, 200 pounds plus. Come on. Next time you go shopping, if you see someone at least those measurements, stand behind them for just like the multiple time a quarterback can hold the ball is probably about 3 seconds. Maybe 4 if they're lucky. Okay? And see when you're in the aisle and see if you can see the I don't know, the cheese on the wall. I don't know. See if you can look around that. Hell, most women, if you're out there walking out there, well, I'm not taller than 5'7", 5'6", 5'5". Exactly. And there's quarterbacks and there's running backs that are at least 5'6", 5'7". Can you imagine running through those monsters? So before you yell out there and say, no, they're not even doing anything right. They're playing like shit. Yeah. Think of the aspects first before you speak. Because these guys are fucking huge. They're huge. Even some men say it too. They've never played the damn game. Talk a lot of crap. I played the game. I wasn't very good at it. I wasn't a great defensive back. I did my best. I got a couple of INTs. I got a couple. I did. Growing up, backyard football, I was one of the best ones out there. Hell of a receiver. You threw that ball deep, I was going to go get it for you. It's totally different, guys. Playing without shoulder pads than playing on the streets with your buddies. Totally different. Totally different after that. I don't care. Well, I play tackle football with the guys. Yeah. No, you don't. It's totally different. Playing it the correct way, lining up after every snap, doing your route. Yeah. It's a total different story. It can't be that hard. You just get the ball, step back, look where you're going to throw it and throw it. Yeah, but what if he's covered? Well, then you look to your other receiver. How many seconds did it take you to do that? Remember, you got linemen that are coming in. You got defensive linemen coming in to kick your ass. The fuck out of here. The fuck out of here. That so much heat, that so much heat that Dak got this past year, the year before, Tony Romo. Guys, and I'm talking Cowboys because I'm being, like I said, being the state of Texas, I got to talk cowboy ball. Excuse me. So many years, they say, oh, well, numbers don't lie. They were great quarterbacks. Yeah. If they were great quarterbacks, where are the rings to prove it? Tribe wasn't a great quarterback. He didn't have the numbers to prove it. Nope. He didn't. But you know what he had? He had teammates. He had a running back that watched his ass everywhere he went. He had an open receiver at every cost and a tight end that was able to block and release, and a fullback that was able to run the ball or lead block for her running back, and a hell of an offensive line. It wasn't that Troy was a great quarterback because he wasn't. You're right. Numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. It was a team effort. Okay? Now, I don't care. Even you can go on to other sports, and I'll mention it, and the people will disagree with me. I am an MJ fan. I'm a huge, huge MJ fan. Huge. Would not believe how big of an MJ fan I am. But I know the Bulls was not all about MJ. It was a team effort. Yeah, he scored 60 to 50 points a game. You know, he having a bad day, 40, 50 to 60. Went all the way up to 71. I think it was 71, 72. Yeah, I know that. I know that. But he did not do that on his own. It's a team. Even the first 3 that he won was a team effort because he had a great team. He had a sidekick with him. And I call him sidekick because, yeah, he was the Superman of the team. And so he calls himself Black Jesus. Yeah, but he had a team. It took him a while to understand that because before then, he wanted to do it on his own. He wanted to do it on his own. He was going to do it on his own. Nuh-uh. He can't. Unless you run track, unless you're a tennis player, unless you're a golf, you know, then you can do it on your own. A bowler, you do it on your own. Yeah, it's all you. You are the team. But when you're on the field or on the court, a total of 5, total of 10 or 11 people on the field. Yeah, that's a team effort. A lot of people forget that. And why do they hold Tom Brady on a platform saying that he's the GOAT? He's the great. Have you seen? If you go back on tape, look at this guy. He had a great offensive line. There only maybe a handful of sacks. One handful of sacks is what he went down on. Have you seen the accuracy he has? Where he would place the ball? Are you fucking kidding me? Why wouldn't he be called the GOAT? One hell of a player. What about Joe Montana? Joe Montana's another great quarterback. Yeah, look, another great quarterback, Dan Marino, Jim Kelly, Phillip Rivers. Huh? The list goes on and on with these great quarterbacks, but never got there. And those are just a few quarterbacks that didn't get a ring. I'm not talking about Joe Montana. I'm not talking about Brady. I'm talking about Aikman. Look at Mahomes. Well, consider the fact he's having help with the refs. You see, that's just the fan of me saying that. But, I mean, if you really look at the bigger picture, guys, Mahomes is a great quarterback also. He's out there playing street ball. He's having fun out there. And that's what the game's about. Going out there, having fun. Now, don't get me wrong. When it comes down to business, you get to business. You know, you don't let up. That's a lot of NFL teams do that. And fans see it. And I'm one of them. And I'm pretty sure if you listen to the podcast, you're probably one of them too. Well, we started off good, man. We had the pedal to the metal. And then the fourth quarter, we just ease up. We killed ourselves. Okay. What's wrong with that comment? What's this wee shit? Oh, yeah, we won yesterday. Did you fucking play? Were you on the fucking field? Are you getting paid millions that I don't know about? It's funny how we say we win, and then when the team loses, they go, yeah, they lost. It's not we lost. No, they lost. I had nothing to do with it. I'm not part of that team. I'm just a fan. Really? Are you fucking kidding me? You know, and I've seen hardcore fans, guys. I'm talking about hardcore fans, you know, and you know, you have your fans that are like toxic, but you got diehard fans. I work with somebody and they are a hardcore Cleveland Brown fan. To the bone. Yeah, to the bone. And people tease at him every single day. Living in Texas, you're going to get teased at if you're not a Cowboy fan. I'm not a Cowboy fan. I know the history. I follow the team. I watched them. Yeah, okay, good. They won. They're badass. They fucking won. I don't cheer when they lose. Feel upset when they lose and feel grateful that they won. I follow the team. I even follow the Houston team. Now, I'm a big time Viking fan. Never been to the city of Minnesota. Never been to Minneapolis, the state of Minneapolis. Never been out there. Never in my life. But I'm a fan of the team. I've loved the team since 1993. Oh, 92, sorry. 1992. And stayed a fan since. And this is the time when the Cowboys were still hot. Yeah, they were still hot. They were winning Super Bowls with Troy Aikman, and I was still a fan. Still a Minnesota fan. Yep. I'm being straight honest. It's true. But people need to understand that you need to separate being a fan than being a toxic fanatic. That is the key word here. You know, now people can take that under consideration and put that under the belt and say, yeah, no, I totally understand. No, you don't. Because I have yet to understand it. I'm trying to dissect it and analyze it to myself. But you know what? I can't. I can't because it's hard to do. It is. Anybody says, well, I understand it. No, yeah, I get, yeah. Let me sit down in a football game, watch you, and see your reactions. Yeah. It changes. I'm not saying I've changed. I haven't changed. I still get upset when Minnesota throws an interception. Still get upset when they fumble the ball or they can't get it in the end zone. Yeah, I get pissed and I rant. But I do it to myself. I don't go on social media, throw it out there. I don't go run over to the next door neighbor. You know, I'll yell at the TV. Yeah, I'll yell at my TV at home. You know, but I don't go to the extent of breaking TV because I've seen fans break their TVs at home. You know, I've seen fans throw shit at their TV. It's fucking crazy, dude. It's just a game. You're not a part of the association. You're not part of that association that you're watching on TV. You're a fan. You're a fan. Okay? Just like you watch wrestling. If you watch wrestling, you're a fan. But that's a whole different story. We'll get into fanatics on that, man, later on, down the line, on some more episodes. But coming back to the NFL, media, you know, they push it out. They always push everything out of the narrative as possible. Why? Because it brings views. Because it brings more animosity to the league. Even in college, man. College football also. It's crazy. You know, the first time that I saw this is a tradition now that I never knew before. I actually had to bring it up because one of my nieces goes to Texas Tech. And when the team loses a game, they throw tortillas, or for the tortillas, tortillas on the field. And I never understood that. I go, why do you do that? Oh, it's just a thing they do. And then one gentleman, a little bit older, was saying they used to throw pizza boxes. But why would you throw stuff on the field? That's the most dumbest thing I've ever heard. It's gotten to the point where some of the fans wait for the opposing team to leave and they throw shit at the bus, even in high school. Really? Has it gotten that bad? Has it gotten to the point where we're that barbaric? Just because we lose a damn game? Yeah, because we're all rooting to be number one, bro. That's what it's all about. It's about being number one. It's about being on top of the hill. Yeah. For the people that are playing the damn game, not you. Not you. All right? The city can be proud. Yeah, all right. Well, I mean, good example. Wesco, big shout out to the Wesco Panthers, Ladies Panthers, for winning the state championship. Yes, granted. State championship this past year in softball. Congratulations. But did you see the... I'm sorry. Did you see the city of Wesco? So, yeah, we won. No. They won. They won the state title, and they brought that state title back home to the city of Wesco. Mm-hmm. You went out to support day. That's awesome. I'm so happy for you. You went out there to support. That's great. That's supporting your home team. That is fucking phenomenal. Did you play? No. Don't say we won. They won. They put in the effort. They went out there and did their job. You were there for moral support, and thank you. But you didn't win anything. Maybe the moral support award, if there was one such thing in sports. But you didn't win shit. How about getting that through your damn thick skull? Now, if you're a parent and your kid was out there playing, are you going to say, we won? No, he would say, oh, my daughter won with her team. They won the state titles. Hell yeah. Sounds better. Has a better ring to it. Because you're not only inviting your daughter, you're involving the whole team. Keyword, team. Mm-hmm. That's something I ran about for a while. Sports is a funny thing, man. Everything has been a competition. Anything to do with competition and people that follow you as a fan base or to follow you on what you do with your team, they're behind you 100% until you lose. Some will stick around and defend you. Hey, man, well, he tried his best. But there's some people that really get out of hand, that why aren't you winning? Why they start lashing out left and right. What's the real cost of fandomship? What does it cost to be a fan? We'll get back to that right now. Station identification.
You're listening to Spittin Fire with Drago75, where we take on the hottest topics and current events with no filter. Get ready for some real talk and unfiltered opinions. Adult language is advised, so buckle up. And remember, Mama never needs to know.
Unless she has a chunkle and she beats the shit out of you with it. You're listening to Spittin Fire with Drago75. I'm your host, Drago75. In the next segment here, we call the cost of fandomship. What is the cost? Now, let's get serious for a moment. What's the real cost of an intense fandom? I mean, we're talking about time, money, and mental health. And I use the word mental health a lot because it's true. You know, it takes a toll on us. I mean, bro, honestly, I'm using Dallas again because Dallas is where I'm. Dallas is I'm in the state of Texas. These are the teams. You know, financial impacts like ticket prices, merchandise. You know, fans that are like shedding out thousands of dollars to watch the game live, only to get disappointed week after week. And don't get me started with fantasy football because that's just a whole thing. It's a whole different level of obsession. It's true. It's true. It's crazy. And I ran a fantasy league for 10 years. Trust me, it is fucking crazy. And so hard to keep up with all these teams and players that you pick for your team. But really, is it worth it? You know, what does it cost? I mean, to be a huge fan, I mean, when does it cross the line from passion to obsession? I understand you're a huge fan, you know, of your team. You love your team. You live or die live or die to your team, football, basketball, baseball, whatever. I understand that. I'm a big fan too. I'm a huge fan of who I follow. But I try not to let it get the best of me. It's not saying that always think of the worst solution or always think the worst scenario for your team. No, don't do that. Go out there and enjoy the game, man. Enjoy the game. Enjoy what you're watching. Cheer on the home team. Cheer on the team you're rooting for. It's okay. It's all right to buy merchandise. I'm not telling you don't stop buying merchandise. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that, but I've seen social media where fans buy these high-end jerseys and the player plays like crap that season. And what do? They throw lighter on fluid on it and they burn it. You're not hurting the association for doing that shit. You're hurting your pocketbook. You paid for that. Why not give it away to another fan if you don't want it? Oh, another fan was going to want it. They'll probably do the same thing. Then save it. Hold on to it. As a memento of you remembering what the hell was I thinking. Learn from your mistakes. It's the truth. And don't get me started on jumping on the bandwagon. Oh, do not get me started on that crap. I loathe those people. I loathe people that jump on the bandwagon. Pisses me off. Oh, the Cowboys are out. I guess I'll be a Texan fan. No. If you were not there from the beginning of the season to cheer us on, you have no right to jump on this bandwagon. It's the truth. And I never understood why. Like I said, I'm a fan of I'm a fan. I live in Texas, and I'm a fan of both teams. I am. I follow both of them. I root for both teams, and what's so happy. But I'm a bigger fan, of the other team I mentioned earlier. Why would you hate the home team? Oh, I don't like the home team because this guy I know is like a big fan. Oh, I don't root for the team because I hate the fans from that team. And you flaunt. I don't flaunt any of my gear outside of my home. I don't even maybe I have like one or two jerseys that are Minnesota fans. That I'm a Minnesota fan. I don't even own a cap. I promised myself I wouldn't own a cap or a jersey until I visit the city of Minnesota or actually watch a Minnesota game. Yet alone go to Dallas and watch Minnesota play Dallas. Then I'll become a Minnesota fan. That will buy Minnesota merch. And people know who I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm talking. If you're listening to this, you know who I'm talking about. Yeah, you 49er fans? I know some true 49er fans have gone to the state of California, gone to the city of San Francisco, gone and watched the game at Levi Stadium. Hurrah to you. You are a true fan. Hurrah to you. And you wear that proudly. You're awesome. But you're in the state of Texas. Yeah, you got the freedom to root for what team you want. That's fine. I got no problem with that. And you guys say, you talk a lot of shit about. Yeah, they do. They talk a lot of shit about having so many championships and whatsoever. Yeah, I understand. I totally understand. Doesn't give you the right to talk shit about your stuff to us and make fun of our team if we're not making fun of your fucking team. Oh, it's just the fun about it. Yeah, some of us do the fun about it, but some of us take it to an extreme where it gets physical, it gets verbal, and people get hurt in between that. But anyways, guys. So, NFL fans, if you're listening to the podcast, I'm just letting you know what my opinion is. I mean, it's time to take a step back and reevaluate what it means to be a fan. I mean, let's bring back the love of the game without toxicity. I'm saying that correct? Toxicity. You know, engage this in particular discussion that we're having right now. Engage it with other fans. Talk to them. See where they stand. See if they understand what you're talking about. Try to get them in the way of, it's good to be a fan, but let's not get too crazy. It's just a game of football. It's okay to love your team. It's okay to root for them. If you want to be obsessed, that's fine. But to physically or mentally fuck up your head just because your team loses, just because another team's doing well and you're giving them shit, come on, man. You want to hate them? Fine. You don't have to let them know about it. You can talk about it jokingly. Say, hey, man, I really fucking hate your team, but shit, you guys are pretty good. You're not crossing any boundaries. Man, there's so much I want to go on more, but I'm going to cut this one short because I know this is going to go for hours and hours, guys. So that's today's episode, man, of Spittin Fire with Drago75. Remember, it's just a game, man. There's more to life than just football. Don't forget that. Don't forget to share your thoughts on the bottom. Put some conversation, put some stories, and keep the conversation going. Don't be afraid to root for your team. To if you want to wear your fandom stuff on, your shirt, your jersey, your cap, you want to represent, that's fine. But don't get offensive when somebody says something to you. Just smile, nod, and say, yeah, man, yeah, well, it is what it is, man. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. And that's what it takes to be a fan. You got to roll with the punches. And Dallas, you've been rolling with the punches for a couple of years already. Houston's finally getting up there. And many, I know every year we try, but we end up shooting ourselves in the foot. I'm saying using the word we, so how kind of fan I am. We end up shooting ourselves in the foot. And go on. But you know what? We continue to play the beautiful game of football and, enjoy the monumental historical moments that happen on the field. And that's what it's about, man, having those memories. But anyways, guys, that is it for me this week. Once again, thank you for listening. The podcast was short this episode. We have 42 minutes into the pod. Usually go 50 or an hour. But I can rant on and on. And remember, guys, if you're out there and you're ranting and people are looking like they don't like what you're saying and they're just getting more pissed, you might be Spittin Fire.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Spittin Fire with Drago75. We hope you enjoyed our no-holds-barred take on the latest events and social media buzz. Remember, this podcast is all about keeping it real and speaking your mind. So don't forget to share your thoughts and keep the conversation going. If you liked what you heard, be sure to subscribe, rate, and review us. Join us next time as we dive back into the flames of what's hot and happening. Until then, stay bold, stay informed, and keep spitting fire.